I, 17F, was kicked out of my mom and her husband's house 8 months ago when I was still 16. Honestly, I went more willingly than mom liked, but I didn't want to stay after everything went down like it did. My mom was upset and she insisted on us doing therapy ever since, and now she wants me back and I don't want to go back. Okay, so things went down like they did because my mom read my journal. She told me she was concerned about certain behaviors or lack of behaviors and wanted to see what my feelings actually were because she didn't think I'd be honest with her if she asked. She told me her biggest worry was how distant I was with my half-sister, who was 3 at the time but turned 4 since I moved out. She said I typically adore kids and she thought I would be an adoring big sister to her, but she felt like I only showed her basic kindness as a kid and not actual family kindness and closeness. And she used me and my brother, 20 meters, and our relationship as an example. She told me it hurt to see me write that I didn't love my half-sister and I treated her kindly, not because I cared but because I was just trying not to be a jerk. She said she didn't understand that and didn't like me feeling that way. Mom was almost begging me to tell her I didn't feel that way. She kept asking me to explain my feelings and trying to find anything in what I said that would prove I love and truly cared about my half-sister as family. Then she brought up the stuff I wrote about her husband and how he wasn't my dad. How I didn't really like him and how I didn't consider him my family and I tolerated him for my mom because she loved him. She also brought up a part where I wrote that I thought he was an asshole for insisting I miss a paternal family member's wedding because it was his only day off and he wanted a family day. Mom asked me was it really such a big deal to me, and I said it was because he interrupted time with my family. She was like, but we're a family, and I said she's my family and technically my half-sister is, but he's just the guy she's married to. Her husband walked in at that point and he went nuts and he said he had listened to us the whole time and he wanted me out of his house. That if he wasn't my father figure and he was just some guy and his daughter wasn't good enough for me, then I could leave. My mom told him to stop and I wasn't leaving, but he said I was. That I could go be with the family I actually want since I didn't even want to spend one day with him over them. Mom started fighting with him while I texted my grandpa to pick me up and I packed up my stuff. I left anything my mom and or her husband bought for me so he couldn't say I would take his money, but not give him the title of family. My mom always said she wanted me back and tried to get me back. But now she's like, we've been in therapy for a while. She can find a way to help us all bond and we should all be a family under one roof again. The therapist asked her was she making me come back and she said she wanted me to come back willingly, and that's when I told her I don't want to move back in with them. I said I'm happier staying with my grandparents and seeing her when we can. She told me it's not how we become a family though, and she cried. She said she really thought I would become more open to trying because I'd miss them so much. AITA?